So hello again, and so today it is the time is around 2:30 a.m. of 1st May, and I am again at my hotel at the balcony, room number 201, and it's quite peaceful at this time. And today I lately started shooting this video because the atmosphere takes too much time to be calm and soundless, so it can be very helpful for me to shoot this video without any sound and outer distractions, because I have no any such a good equipment for shooting any video. So only the microphone is my only thing on which I can depend for my sound qualities, and that's the reason. So let's discuss the whole day in a short. So today, firstly, I woke up at around 7 o'clock because some tests were appointed for my father, so I have to take him with me to the diagnostic center. We went there at around 7:30. It was an empty stomach test, so early morning test is better for health, because how long a patient can uh, starve for the test. So that's why we choose to go early morning, and the center usually opens at 7 a.m. So we decided to go for 7:30. So as we have planned, we woke up at early and went there at 7:30, and it was almost quiet and crowdless, so it was quite helpful for us to uh, go through our test. So we went there and paid the bill, which around costs me around 3,000 rupees, and it's far cheaper than the hospital bill. So we decided to do it there because, as I said before, that money is also a very big thing in this case, in this affordability case. So there is no shyness in discussing it openly, because everyone can't afford expensive tests in expensive centers. So yeah, we have to go for a separate option, which is a bit much helpful for us, and a bit cheap for us. So we went there, and we do the test. He gave his samples, so that's it. And after that, my father was appointed for another checkup at the main building. So we went there. We met with the doctor, and he very excitedly visits us and gave us our medicines and tests, which again new tests, which he preferred for writing down the final prescription. So we went there, and the day was very hectic actually, that last day of April. So my mother has also pre-booked appointment at the women's hospital. So we went there, and the doctor was also very kind. As I mentioned yesterday, that all the doctors here are too many friendly, and even you can't imagine that a highly qualified doctor can give you so much time and passionate emotions, so that you can freely share everything with the doctors. And it's quite excited and very important for patients to be frank with doctors, to share each and every details, not only physically but mentally and emotionally also. So after completing my father's appointment, I took my mom from the hotel and went to the women's hospital for the appointment. And the appointment closely completed at around 2:30. So we all were late for our lunch, but that's the trick is here, that I have already completed yesterday's lunch without my parents, because I know that the whole pressure would be on me to meet both the doctors of my parents. So uh, being a little bit of selfish, I took my lunch earlier without them. And sorry to say, but sometimes you have to be selfish for your own health, because without being healthy, you can't take your parents getting help to be them healthier. So yeah, so make them help in being healthy. You must firstly you have to be healthy. Actually here I am their guardian, so I must have to look upon my own health. So that's it. So yeah, After 2:30 the appointment was done, and all of us returned unitedly, because my father was waiting at the main hospital, and after completing my mother's appointment, we all came unitedly, and they completed their lunch at the hotel. So that's it. And after the lunch we have a time of around 45 minutes. We took rest in the hotel because the temperature here is almost 38 to 39 degrees Celsius, and it's quite hot. But as I have mentioned, maybe I have mentioned earlier, that Chennai is a very high temperature area, but though at our place, I mean where we are staying here, the wind is much better flowing. So yeah, this the temperature is high, but pleasant temperature, not too much harsh for our, you know, staying. So yeah, without an AC, we are doing well. We don't have AC reservation room, so we are without AC, and that's fine. A little bit of irritation is there, and the top notch afternoon time, but though it's okay, it's fine, because we almost spend most of our time at the hospital. So the hospital is fully AC, so there is no need to take any AC room by paying a bit much price, so just for the night staying, because at night it is almost cool. You can see I'm already visiting here, and it's quite cool at night, and the temperature is showing now 32. So yeah, that's fine, no problem. Fan is more than sufficient for us at this moment. So that's it. So after completing the lunch, we took a 45 minutes break at our hotel, and went for the for getting the PET CT report, which my father was uh, given a test at around yesterday at around 7:30 or 10 a.m. So we went there to receive the reports, and very fortunately we got the chance to meet with the doctor, and that saves a whole day for us, because if today we hadn't meet with the doctor, then we will have to go for the second appointment for the next day, and it would take our whole time, because the hospital for the PET CT department hospital is far more away than the main hospital of us. So it's quite helpful for us to get the appointment today, and the reports were actually fine, and the doctor is very happy with the reports. And he also said that my father is doing very well, and he's very hopeful for his recovery soon. And that's it. He prescribed the same medicines and advised us to come for again a follow-up checkup. So that's the whole story of today. But in this matter, today I have learned a few things about that. If you be polite with people, people will have to be polite with you. So I will give this learning with an example. That is, I met with a guy from Bangladesh, and he was a bit of angry on the systems given here, because the rates uh, according to the for Indian citizens and for the foreign citizens. So the topics are a little bit of controversial. I have no knowledge in this case, so I will never comment on that. But it's a little bit of surprising for me about his anger and such things. But let's do apart. I will not comment on these things, because I have no knowledge about pricing things and the international issues. So I will definitely not going into this. So that's the thing. And what I was talking about, being polite. Yes, of course, yes. So my mother's doctor, whom we used to visit for last 3 years, uh, the main thing that my mom is very polite, genuinely saying. It's not about just show off, it's genuinely so whenever she meets with the doctor, both of them just look like childhood friends. Even sometimes the doctor also knows Bengali a little bit. So sometimes whenever they talk about problems, even their home problems also, even doctor shares incidents with her child. And my mother is also start talking about me and my childhood days. And it's a different scenario. Even if can't imagine how they talk with each other. Of course, within time, because a lots of patients were waiting outside. But though it's a quite a big thing for me, that how they can interact with each other, and without knowing the languages properly. Even sometimes I have to help them through translation, because my mother is not my mother doesn't know English or Tamil. So I have to sometimes translate her feelings, her words to doctor in English. So but I enjoy a lot, believe me. There is no there is no shyness in there, and there is no hiding about these things in this matter. So yeah, I really enjoy being a translator in between them. So what I was talking about that today the incident happened that the doctor secretary was asking us to wait for some time more, because the other patients who had a package test, actually package means a whole body package checkup. So the hospitals always give priority to them, because I will not comment on that without knowing anything. But this is the thing that they always give priority to health checkup program patients, and the OPD like us are second option. So the secretary of the doctor requested us to wait for another 1 hour or 2 hours. After completing the package patients, the doctor will see us. So here's the thing that my father was already waiting for us to come tonight at least, but though his appointment was completed, and we talked to him that my mother's appointment will take roughly 1 hour maximum. Within that, everything will be completed. So he was waiting for us. But here is the thing that the secretary was talking with us about waiting for 2 hours. So we got very nervous, because my father was already waiting for 1.5 hours. So how can we tell him that now we have to wait for another 2 hours? So uh, without informing him, we tried to talk with the secretary and ask him to request doctor personally, because that my father is a very serious patient. So it will be very difficult for us to wait here for another 2 hours. So if it possible, then just please allow us for 10 minutes, because appointment we have maximum time of 15 minutes, not more than that, for any time. 15 minutes is the longest time we have taken from any doctor. So the secretary somehow take the reports of my mother and the previous prescription and submitted it to doctor. And you people will never imagine, and I think you will never believe that doctor herself come out of the chamber and ask for my mom. And it was quite surprising for every staff, and even for us, that how she can remember my mother's name, even though we are coming here after for almost 5 to 6 months. So it was quite surprising and very honorable for us, because sometimes this kind of incidents can feel you better, and a little bit of pleasant in a way that you invest in someone, and investment means that being polite, which I was talking about, that being polite, being humble, showing them respect somehow give you something in return. So that's the thing we face today. So the doctor come out of her chamber and asking the secretary about my mother, that where is she, and the lady nurse who was taking the weight and height of my mother and the BP was measuring, she even surprised, and she told doctor that yes, she is here. So doctor told him, just send her to my chamber, I'll check everything. Even she looked at me as with surprise, the nurse who was taking the measurements of, and she immediately gave us the paper on which she had already taken the weight and height, but the BP was not completed. So the nurse gave us the paper and sent us to the chamber. And just after entering into the chamber, the doctor greeted my mom with a hug, and she said that, how are you doing, ma'am? And as I said before, that whenever they start talking, it's like a woman thing. I mean, they start talking to each other even without knowing their languages properly, and just through eyes and gestures. So it's quite impressive for me. And she even told us that after the seeing his papers, I just quickly remember your name, and that's why I came out of my chamber, that her husband is a serious patient. So why is she waiting for me? Just send her in. um, yes, that's quite a respectable moment for us, and a little bit of happy moment, because the doctor herself is come out of her chamber and let you in, because you knowing your condition, your family condition, your parents condition, your husband condition. It's quite unique to see. So thank you, ma'am. Sorry, I can't disclose your name, because maybe it can affect maybe it can affect in many cases. So I'm not disclosing your name, but Thank you very much for that. And that's the incident of which I'm talking about, that being humble and being gentle is something that which you can get back sometimes in your lifetime. So yeah, always try to be humble and be honest with your behavior. Yes, that's it. And that's it, not more than that. And I think my our works are almost completed here, and we are going to come back to our home, but not till that. Today is first man, we still have some appointments left, and some reports are scheduled to come today, and then we'll meet with another doctors, and then after completing everything we'll go for buying our tickets to return home. So that's the planning till date. And also my Instagram feed is getting a bit heavier because I have to post many things which I can share here. And that's it. And that's that's all for today. And I think I've left nothing left to discuss in this video. That's it. We'll meet you soon again. Bye bye.